Hey everybody, welcome back for another Journey on the Fly. Today I want to do a gear review, or at least kind of an expose on a product that well, I got for Father's Day, and I had requested it. That's kind of the way we do it, just because they do some surprise stuff, but it's better that we spend money on each other when it comes to spending money on each other. It's better that we actually purchase things that we like and want. So, well, we give hints or we tell directly. And this is C&F Design's Large chest box. This is their new box. And as you can see from the time lapse that I just did, I threw a bunch of stuff in it and on it. Nowhere near finished. I got plenty of fly boxes and stuff here that have thousands of flies that I'm going to distribute into it. But that's the cool thing. I'm upgrading from their original chest patch box that was on a lanyard. Now I'm going to still use this, obviously, because it's just a cool box. It's got the magnets and stuff on it. This is a fantastic box. Price is much better now than when I purchased it. I think retail on this was somewhere around 50 bucks originally. Now it's like 34. So great minimalist box. This will be used for probably going out and after those blue line native fish, brook trout, and so forth. So let's take a look at the box. First of all, comes in this handy dandy lanyard. The lanyard is it's sufficient. It's not as cool as the golden trout lanyards. Not even close to as cool as they are. But I think we can take care of that later on. But lots of attachment points. See, I got my nippers handy here. Hemos with cutters on them. My gink. I have my my paste in here. New Zealand strike indicator tool. Tippet rings. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more places to attach stuff on if I choose to do so. And of course you could switch it out and make it your own as far as that goes. So far, my very first impression on the box is that it seems delicate. Probably because it's so light. This thing is super light. It's all foam construction except for some of the plastic pieces. And the thing of it is, it seems with these guys, is that when they make stuff, it doesn't feel super high quality. Like this isn't, 30 pounds hanging around my neck, but it ends up being really good quality. Like I beat the snot out of this thing and it's still going strong. And of course this is plastic, fully plastic, where this is, foam and plastic. But let's take a look inside the box. Plenty of storage in this box. But guess what? That's not all. I didn't count how many flies I can get in here. And if I can, predominantly because the #1 fly that hatches really probably across the country, but here in the States, or here in Pennsylvania, is the caddis. So what I'm trying to do here is put it in through stage. I do a lot of tight line nymphing, so a lot of my stuff has tungsten beads on it. And of course I go into my dries and stuff like that. And then this isn't the whole selection, but you get the picture, all right? But watch this. We fold this down and there's even more room for flies in this thing. And here's the fantastic part about this as well. The large box actually comes with these threaders. Now people can make fun of these threaders, but I'm going to tell you right now, these things are the bomb. I have shaky hands because of the work that I've done. I've beaten myself down pretty good. These guys are fantastic. And there's also pinchers on the other side of these. I probably never used those, but this threader is fantastic, especially for some of the dry flies that I've made, like the real heavy dries that I'll use for a dry dropper in the winter or just to float really well, because there's a lot of material up on that eye because I'm not that good of a tire when it comes to dry flies. This thing is awesome. Very, very, very cool. There's two of them, two sizes. Then this is all magnetic material here. And these little storage pouches, you can put whatever you want in them that'll fit. You could put different sizes of zebra midges or whatever. I decided to use one for some split shot because even in tight lining, I still sometimes use split shot. Also came with these little handy, I couldn't figure out what these were. I'm like, are these magnetic strips? Well, like an idiot, all I had to do was look down and see there's a spot made for them, or these are made for that spot rather. And they're labels. Kind of cool, but also kind of insulting that there's 3 places for these labels and like I can't figure out what's in them without just opening them up. But anyways, they come with labels. I also, I haven't put anything in this third one yet. I haven't decided what to do with it. This one I use, thanks to George Daniels for actually introducing this to me. Some people don't like it, but it's the tungsten putty. I like it because I can reuse it. I can mold it, shape it. I can put it anywhere on my line. I can put it in the head of a fly if I choose to, and it blends in and looks great. So then the question comes in, well, I moved from this golden trout lanyard that had a place for tippet. Where's my tippet in all this mess, right? Because this box is pretty big. Well, these guys have created a spot for 3 spools of tippet. Now, I know some of you experts out there are saying 3 spools, shouldn't there be like 37 places for all this stuff? Well, yeah, it's called your backpack or your sling pack. But for me, I try to be a minimalist to take some of the guesswork out for me. So I have fluorocarbon in here, 3, 5, and then eventually I'll have my number 6 fluoro in here. Generally, I don't go to a number 7 unless I absolutely have to, a super clear winter water or something like that. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to do this video is that in all the digging to find that there was literally 2 videos. One was in Swedish and one was in the same person that did it in Swedish did a English version. Thank you for the video. It's a really good video. But in the process of looking for information on these things, reviews and whatnot, there's next to nothing. But one of the things that I did find is the question, what spools of tippet will fit in here? And the reason I bring that up is because I've tried 3 different companies. Umpqua fit, but Umpqua's had those knobs on them that actually, like this, that connect the spools together, right? So I took a hacksaw, I cut them off, and they fit in there perfectly. Now I know that that's the problem right there that a lot of people are going to have. And honestly, it was almost the deal breaker for me to send these back. But realistically, I'll just reuse these spools. When I buy new tippet, it'll take me 10 minutes for probably both. And I go through 5 and 6 more than anything. Where I'll just take the spool. If I buy Umpqua, which I probably won't buy Umpqua, I actually usually use Cortland or Rio. I like the Umpqua, but I think the Cortland actually has a higher break rate, or higher break poundage. So I'll just spool it on there by hand and be done with it. It's 50 yards, or even if it's 100 yards, it's not going to take me more than 10 minutes to do the whole thing. Take it out and put it in. But these guys are great. Now, something that's really important. When you put this in here, there's 2 little tabs, 2 little white tabs, top and bottom. You push down into the tippet, you push your tippet down under, okay? You'll hear it snap in place, and then you just get a bop can or something like that, and you pry up on the second tab so that it goes over top. Then they fit in perfect, and they work smoothly, where I can take and pull this out just like that, and it's turning inside that spool compartment. Really cool feature. Then, which will probably eliminate me picking up my nippers an awful lot now, there's a tippet cutter right here. You just push it down over. Until that thing goes dull, I probably won't even pick my nippers up most of the time. Fantastic. What do I think about this? Well, I haven't fished with it yet. If it performs anything like its junior counterpart, or its original as far as I go, as far as I'm concerned, my purchases, I'm going to like it. It's a little wider, but a lot like Joe Humphreys and all of these other fellas from years past, and well, I mean, Joe's still around, Joe's still fishing strong. You see these guys where they got these stackable aluminum boxes that, you know, they'll come out here 6 inches or more. And they're fantastic boxes, but that's too big for me. My arm happens to hit things and whatnot. I like this box. The reason that I wanted this box as an upgrade is because I have a lot of different flies. I wanted to have a bigger box on my chest than this to put more flies. Now I could probably, I'm guessing from these, there's probably the potential to put 500 flies in here maybe. That's just my guess. Probably more, honestly. Well, I'll tell you right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's like 25 or 30 slips across here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have the potential to put almost 600 to 700 flies in this box. Probably 300 to 400 if you space them apart far enough. And then of course, back in the back here, I have some of my larger flies. I started putting in my micro jigs, my micro streamers. That'll have some of those in the back. But all in all, fantastic upgrade for me so far. And if I have any complaints, I'll let you know. So I hope this video helps you make a decision about this box. It seems well built, even though the construction is foam and plastic. I don't think, unless you're like wrestling with fish in the ground, or you happen to get, you know, attacked by a grizzly or something of that sort, and they grab this, I can't see this box falling apart on you. I don't know what the warranty is. I apologize, I didn't look at that, but you can probably find that pretty quickly online somewhere else. So, C&F large chest box. It's a new version. Lots of flies, lots of compartments. Comes with the threaders, magnetic spots, and it's a fantastic place to put your tippet. It comes out the top. Comes with a lanyard. I should probably mention one last thing. I will not use it simply because of how I hang my net on my gear. But it does come with a spot that you can either put your license or your net. So that's good. That's good. Actually, maybe I'll put my license on there. I doubt it because I always carry a backpack with me wherever I go, whether it's for a couple minutes or for an entire day. Because I'm one of them guys that wants to be able to bring a whole bunch of stuff, even if I don't. Please like, subscribe this video. You got some comments to share and your own thoughts on this box if you've had it. Maybe a question that I didn't answer that I can, since I own it now. And yeah, please like, subscribe to our video, so subscribe to our channel. Journey on the Fly is here to do gear reviews like this, to do comparisons, do some tips and tricks once in a while. When we learn something, we'll pass it on to you. I don't have a ton of knowledge. I've only been fly fishing for about 15 years or so, but I learned at Hard Knocks. A lot of reading, a lot of watching, a lot of questions, and a lot of experimentation, a lot of flies and trees, a lot of lost nymphs, just like a lot of you. So when I learn something new, I'd like to pass it on. Not out of arrogance, but simply because there's a lot of people out there that are like me that don't have somebody that can teach them. And most of my waters are here in Pennsylvania, so we've learned to fish some very, very tricky places, which has helped hone our skills to bigger water when we have that opportunity. God bless, and remember, it isn't about the destination, it's the journey that makes you. God bless. Tight lines.